The alien whirls around, firing a blast from his shoulder cannon that strikes Logan in the arm. It forces him to drop his sword as he grunts in pain. Screw this! I'm doing things my way! Logan roars as he pops his claws. Come on! We're going claw to claw! But you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. Wolverine has been battling the Predator throughout his entire life, but due to the fact that his memories are healing up, kinda makes him forget things. Wolverine always forgets. While we've been exploring his battles throughout the past, it is now time to see the battle that has been brought into the modern day. This is Comic Story, and I take comic books, turn them into audio drama so that you know what's going on, and you know what to add to your collection. If you enjoy this type of content and want to support us further, check out our Patreon, or look for us on Spotify. Present day Canada. Wolverine watches from the tree line. He set a trap and he activated the signal from the Predator's mask. He waits. The creature comes to the void of space, drawn by the signal of the equipment left behind. He moves through the trees, slowly. But it trips the easily avoided traps that Wolverine has set, just enough to give it a sense of danger, and confidence that it avoided it. The Predator slashes through the ropes that are holding up the sharpened logs, dropping them to the ground. That's when Logan charges, his claws popped, bellowing a war cry. The Predator launches grenades, but Logan charges through the flames. The Predator fires a blast from its shoulder cannon, blasting off a chunk from Logan's shoulder. He stumbles and turns, lurching into the woods again, blood seeping from his wounds. The Predator roars at the hunt, retrieving his mask, but that's okay. Logan knows that technology and his reliance on it has always been the Predator's downfall. But now we go to the past, to Japan. The Predator has returned in this story, and he has interrupted Logan's training with the Muramasa. Little help would be nice, Muramasa. Logan growls as he draws his katana, slashing at the hulking alien. But the samurai shakes his head. This is not my enemy. If I help you, it will be like a parent who does a child's chores, or schoolwork when they whine. You'll never learn, Muramasa says. Logan growls a curse as the Predator meets his blade with his wrist blades. It whirls, kicking him away, but Logan recovers, taking another slash. Remember, Logan-san, if you truly want to know you're the best, keep your claws and anger sheathed. Muramasa continues, and the two warriors charge at each other, both slashing with their blades, drawing blood. The alien whirls around, firing a blast from his shoulder cannon that strikes Logan in the arm. It forces him to drop his sword as he grunts in pain. Screw this! I'm doing things my way! Logan roars as he pops his claws. Come on! We're going claw to claw! Logan snarls at the Predator. It stares at him for a moment before activating its cloaking device and disappearing. Logan watches as the swirls of movement disappear into the trees and they're gone. Get back here! Don't you run away from me! Logan growls. But Muramasa joins him, pointing out that the Predator isn't running away. The two warriors whirl around, finding themselves suddenly surrounded by the Hand. Muramasa quickly draws his sword. He didn't come here to fight me any more than he came here to fight your enemies. I'm sure you two will meet again, assuming we survive the Hand. Muramasa shouts. But a little bit later, at Xavier's school for the gifted youngsters, Logan walks to the perimeter. He makes sure that the kids are safe, and Charles Xavier greets him, pointing out that Logan missed dinner with his students. They're better off without me here, Logan tells him. And Charles raises an eyebrow at him. Couldn't you take the night off from keeping us safe? He ponders, but 3 red dots suddenly appear on his head, and Logan moves fast, pushing the professor out of the way as the blast of energy tears apart the front doors of the school. Logan gets back to his feet, looking up as the missiles streak towards him. The Predator has found him once more, now tracking him to his one weakness: Logan's friends and family on the X-Men. The missiles tear through the upper floors of the school. Logan turns, running inside, passing Colossus, asking him to get the professor somewhere safe. Where are you going? Colossus asks. Those missiles hit the upper floors. That's where the kids will be! Logan shouts as he bounds up the stairs, passing through the smoke, shouting for the kids to get downstairs, but not to go outside. He finds Kitty Pryde in another room, making sure that she's okay. Look out! Kitty shouts as she phases through the door, a bolo wrapping around Logan, shocking him, sending him down to the ground. He grunts, trying to stay conscious as the Predator stalks forward, pushing through the smoke and destruction. The creature raises its spear, preparing to strike the killing blow. But Kurt is suddenly there, grabbing a hold of Logan, and he bamfs away. The two appear in the living room alongside the other X-Men. Logan getting to his feet, pushing him away. Damn it, Elf! Stay out of this! Logan growls, whirling on the rest of the team. That goes for all of you! Keep away from me! He shouts, panicked for his family. They try to stop him. They try to tell him that he doesn't have to do this alone, but Logan leaves the room, rushing through the mansion. He moves through the halls, hearing Rogue yell for help from the next room. He rounds the corner to find the young mutant held captive by the Predator, its blade at her throat. Logan, what should I do? She whispers. He walks forward slowly, his claws slipping back between his knuckles. Nothing. You should do nothing. Logan tells her softly, holding up his hands, motioning for the Predator to take him captive instead. If I touch him, if I take my gloves off, Rogue begins to say, but Logan shakes his head. You got me, okay? Don't hurt her. Don't hurt anyone else, Logan says to the Predator. The Predator huffs at him, tossing a set of cuffs on the ground. Moments later, the Predator is leading Logan out of the mansion towards its ship. It has won. But the creature suddenly turns as a second Wolverine rushes towards him. Hey, Bob! Are you sure you got the right guy? Wolverine shouts as he pops his claws. The second Wolverine slashing at the Predator, but it reaches out, grabbing him by the throat. Danny, you shouldn't have come! Logan snaps as the mutant's image begins to shift and she becomes herself again. But there's a puff of sulfur and a bamf as Kurt appears at the Predator's back. Guten Tag! He yells with a smile as he pulls the cables out of the shoulder cannon, causing smoke and gas to leak all over the Predator's face. Kitty Pryde phases through the ground, grabbing the monster's leg, knocking it down, and Rogue stalks forward, draining it of its energy. The rest of the X-Men arrive and they help Logan to his feet. But the monster managed to cloak itself, disappearing into the forest. But Logan knew this wasn't over. He knew he couldn't let the creature return to the mansion, to put the ones that he loved in danger again. Which brings us to the present day. The hunt has begun. The creature has retrieved its mask and wounded Logan. It sent him into the wilderness, it tracked him to the water, and that's where he is bleeding. But Logan isn't out of the fight yet. He knows the Predator's tricks. He knows the mud can mess with its tracking, so he coats himself in it. The creature sees his eyes looking out of the mud and it stalks forward, its wrist blade ready for the killing blow. It stabs down into the mud, but it finds nothing to strike. The Predator cocks its head, confused, and it reaches for the eye. But it finds that Logan's eye isn't attached to his head anymore. With a roar, Logan leaps out of the trees above, stabbing the monster in the back. Sparks fly out of its equipment, and it knocks Logan away. But its tech, it's not damaged. The Predator whirls around, drawing its knife. The two warriors charging at each other, stabbing again and again until the blood begins to flow from both of their bodies. For a fatal moment, the two are one and the same. The Predator refuses to end this fight on Logan's terms, and it reaches for the wrist computer and it activates the countdown. Logan smiles at the alien. He knows that it wants its trophy, even if it has to claim it in the grave. The explosion ripped through the wilderness. It ripped the trees from the ground for miles. It took days for Logan to heal, but he pulled himself out of those debris. The hunt was finally over, but Logan had his own trophy now. He looked down at the Predator's knife in his hands, knowing that he will remember to feel its keen edge for the rest of his life. And that concludes Wolverine vs. Predator. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story, and make sure you check out Comic Story and Full Story because it'll be going up there first if you want to catch all the parts to this. Again, thank you, and I'll see you next time right here.